I'm Heyzeus, and in this video, we're going to be looking at why half of CSGO skins end up going missing. Sponsored by Skinport, the easy to use skins marketplace where you can sell your skins for real cash, more about them later. So I want to show you a skin called the USP Dark Water. Now, the Dark Water is a skin that looks like trash. It looks like someone did a shonky job polishing the default USP, and on top of that, it is always worn no matter what. This is the second best conditioned Dark Water in the world, and it looks like it's been scraped across the cement. But despite being a battered piece of garbage, the Dark Water still sells for almost $50 on Steam. So what makes it so expensive? I mean, just look at all the better skins you can get for less. The Cortex is cheaper than the Dark Water. The Monster Mashup is cheaper than the Dark Water. The Neo Noir is cheaper than the Dark Water, and it actually still has all its paint on it too. Clearly, no one is buying this piece of trash for the looks. So what are they paying so much for? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. It's an input for the AK case hardened trader, which in turn is the only way you can craft a scar pattern. And given those are pretty expensive,
I sold that one for bank transfer $32,000.
You can see why someone would be willing to pay so much for these skins. But $50? Really? I mean, at $50 each, you would need $400,000 worth of these skins to get a scar pattern. That is not a good investment. And according to Float.db, 36,000 of this skin exists. 36,000 of this ugly ass gun just sitting around out there. And if the Dark Water is so common, how's it possible that it got so expensive? Well, let's just have a look at 50 Dark Waters I picked off Float.db. These are the people that own them. Now, out of these 50 accounts, these ones are VAC banned. These accounts have been inactive for at least 2 years, these accounts have been inactive for at least 3 years, and these accounts have been inactive for at least 4 years. So out of these 50 skins, 24 of them are either in abandoned accounts or outright lost forever because of a VAC ban. And these were just the skins I could locate too. In between these 50 skins, there were 16 more that I couldn't even find anymore. And sure, some of them probably still do exist, but some of them would have definitely been used in trade-ups as well. All up, it looks like at least half of these things have either been traded up, abandoned, or VAC banned. So even though it might say 36,000, in practice, there's probably only 18,000 of these things actually available. And that makes that price tag suddenly look a lot more realistic. Now, part of what's happened here is pretty simple. The Dark Water used to be worth less than $1, and because something worth less than $1 is worth less than $1 to most people, if someone quit CSGO during the early days, they probably wouldn't have bothered selling it because it's not really worth anything. And if you fast forward 5 years to the present when the gun is suddenly worth something, well, these people are probably too busy doing things like raising young kids or being worked to death in their office job or stuff like that to check in on the price of cosmetics that are sitting in their abandoned Steam account. So for all intents and purposes, these skins are pretty much lost forever. And this is something you'll see a lot with older skins like this. Or booms, for example, used to be as cheap as $5. And naturally, if you search for the skin on Float.db, you'll quickly find tons of booms on dead accounts. This account, for example, has been abandoned since 2015. This account has also been abandoned since 2015, and this account has been VAC banned since 2016. Now, another good example is the P2000 Ocean Foam. Today, it's worth $140, but back in 2013, it was only worth $3. And again, there is a ton of lost Ocean Foams. This account hasn't been touched since 2014. This account hasn't been touched since 2015, and this account with its several $1,000s of Cato 15 sticker investments was VAC banned in 2016. And given this skin is regularly being used to trade up for the AK-5 servant, having all these skins lost in old accounts is definitely going to have helped in pushing up that price. And this phenomenon even extends to knives. This guy here, for example, abandoned a bayonet and a low float Glock fade all the way back in 2015. That's about $2,000 worth of skins now. And here's an even a particularly crazy example. Just check out this guy here called Shane. Shane has abandoned a Karambit Fade, a StatTrak Orb Boom, an Orb Graphite, a P2000 Ocean Foam, an M4A4 Asimov, a Glock Fade, a Desert Eagle Blaze with a Titan Hollow on it, and several $1,000s worth of unapplied Cato 14 stickers. All of it completely untouched since 2014. Now, it is still possible this Shane guy might come back one day. He's accepted Onopixel as a friend, so I guess he must check Steam occasionally, but for the time being, as far as the number of skins actually available goes, these things are trapped and may as well not exist. Now, Shane is kind of a rare example. Most people will not do this. It's one thing to abandon a dark border, but it's another thing to abandon an inventory like this one. And generally speaking, really expensive high-end skins are less likely to be abandoned by their owners for obvious reasons. But funnily enough, plenty of them have ended up getting lost anyway, thanks to a different group of people: gambling sites. You see, for a number of years, gambling sites were playing this elaborate game of cat and mouse with Valve, as Valve tried to ban their bots and gambling sites kept on making new ones to keep their businesses running. And the result of this was millions upon millions of dollars of skins ending up getting stuck in trade-banned gambling bots. I mean, just look at this list of the top 10 inventories from CSGO Exchange. Gambling bot, gambling bot, gambling bot, gambling, okay, you get the picture. So this guy here is a good example of what your average bot looks like. This guy is not in the top 10, he's not even close to the top 10, but there's still enough skins in this inventory to buy a house. I mean, just look at this stuff. We've got 2 M9 Dopplers here. Go to the next page, there's an M9 Gamma Doppler. Go to the next page, there's a Butterfly Fade, another M9 Doppler, a Dragon Lore, Minimal Wear 2, a M9 Blue Steel. Next page, we've got a bunch more M9 Dopplers and a Marble Fade and a Karambit. It's just insane, and it goes on for 28 pages. This is an insane number of skins removed from the game permanently, and there are thousands of accounts out there just like this one. And there's a reason why this all matters. You see, the skins market is actually a massive contradiction. The number of skins out there can only go up. They're constantly being created and they don't have an expiration date. They stick around forever. The only exception is the trade-up contract, but even then, they're used to create a better skin. But despite a constantly increasing supply, over the years the price of skins has gone up anyway. And a big part of the reason for that is all of these lost skins we've been looking at. You see, these days, a lot of people think of and treat skins like an investment, like shares or crypto, but the reality is, CSGO skins are fundamentally just a digital item in a video game. Most people who own skins own them to use them in that video game, not because they want to make money. So, as a result, when they lose interest in CSGO, there's a good chance they're going to lose interest in their skins too, and those skins can easily end up being lost forever. And that has led to a lot of skins getting a lot more expensive over the years. In other words, the thing that's really defined the skins market is just how many people have forgotten about it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think about skins getting lost like this. I'm curious to see what people think about it. Otherwise, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Massively appreciated. And a big thank you to Skinport for sponsoring this video. Skinport is a marketplace that allows you to sell your skins for real cash. Now, the great thing about this website is that you can buy skins here for much less than you have to pay on the Steam market. Just log in through Steam and you can buy items right away on your credit card without any need to deposit first. So if you're looking to get skins and get them cheap, this is the place to buy. This is a great marketplace. I've used it for years now. I love it. And you can find a link to it in the pinned comment. Anyway, that's it from me. As always, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.